that was why at the start of last summer I was trying to champion there's no such thing as goalie specific training method, and I'm still gonna reharp on that in the next few
I
months
like that.
because exactly what you said. Well, the first thing, the only specific goalie specific training there is doing your sport. No matter what you do in the gym, it's never going to recreate the conditions of your sport the way you want them to be. And so, the purpose of the gym is you need to look at whether you're a shot putter, a javelin thrower, or a goalie. You look at the athlete and you say, what physical attributes do they need? They need goalies explosive, flexible, quick, stable on flat surfaces, not dynamic surfaces, because we are not professional BOSU athletes. We're on flat surfaces. Okay. And strength. Okay. How do we create them? Okay. Well, explosive power. Think of anything maximal neural output, like Olympic lifting, plyometrics. Okay. Flexibility, mobility training, easy. Speed. Okay. How can we do a speed? We need to have real true agility. We're responding to a stimulus, not just doing agility ladders. Strength. Okay. How do we work strength? We need to get stronger. How do we get stronger? We need to load the muscles properly. So when you go to those, it's like, okay, certain things like a back squat, like lunges, Olympic lifting, those are all great attributes. But if you go in the gym and you're like, okay, well, goalies do half splits, so therefore we need to do half splits in the gym, but you're not trying to become a better goalie in the gym. You're trying to become a better athlete so that when you get onto the ice, that is your time to become the best goalie at all those physical attributes you just worked on. You can then transfer them to the ice. And that is where, like, sports specific training really popularized as a marketing term back in the early 2010s. And my parents fell victim to that. We didn't know, no one knew because it was marketing.
Yeah.
But as sports science progresses, and hopefully again, I can be the one to be a catalyst in the goalie community to talk about just training like an athlete. It's an important thing, and ice is freaking expensive. Don't go on the ice and waste your time doing like single knee up downs and stuff. Go stop pucks, like work on your edges, like go do, if you want to get quicker, go in the gym and get quick. That's the best way to get quick, is in the gym.
Well, the science, that's the one thing, is the science says to how you get stronger doesn't change if you're a tennis player, if you're a goalie. It's the exact same thing, right? So that's one thing. Like to me, I never really understood is it's, yeah, you say it's goalie specific, but yeah, if you want to build strength, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a forward or D or goalie or you play a different sport. The science of it is the same. You're all humans, right?
Yeah.
And I got lucky on my side because when I finished playing hockey while I was coaching, I got into MMA. So I competed in MMA for probably almost 10 years. Did MMA, boxing, kickboxing, and during that time, I got a trainer, and my strength conditioning coach was awesome. Like and I learned so much from him. And it was awesome too because I used to work out by myself, and all my workouts were always hard. I was always sore. I was always super tired. And when I started training with him, it was like I felt like, well, I need to do more. That wasn't hard enough of a workout. I need to do more. And I didn't. I just trusted him with the process, and it's like my speed got so much better, my strength got so much better. I lost weight and I was stronger. So it's
Mhm.
like it went against everything that I believe in. A lot of it was, my mobility wasn't great, and I learned certain things that I didn't know I was supposed to be able to do. And when my mobility got better, I got stronger, I got faster because I had more range of motion. And
Mhm.
so I got lucky in that way where it kind of taught me real quick a little bit more the science behind it. And so that helped me not falling that trap of, because for us as a business, one thing that happens very often is people message us and say, hey, like, do you want a partner and have your goalies come to us? Kind of, we do a goalie specific program and all these things. And like, so that kind of protected us in that way of those things. And for us, we don't really care who goalies work out with.
Mhm.
When they ask, we'll say, hey, here are all your options, right? Like, go seek them out. For me, it doesn't matter. It's like if I see they're actively getting stronger, faster, and all these things, then I just don't question it. It's like, okay, well, obviously what you're doing is working, kind of deal. I'm not in that business. But yeah, I do think that's a trap that people do get caught up in, is the idea of sports specific workouts. I guess the only way I could argue for it is, if you're a goalie, maybe you have more strain on your groin and your hips. Maybe your mobility program needs to focus on something like maybe you need to do a little bit more of something else for mobility, like maybe. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it's like everybody is an individual, and
Yeah,
and
but then it's
your
like,
mobility,
is doing
you
a
know,
half split stretch the best way to get your groin? And it's like,
exactly right.
you
Yeah,
know, and then that's you're picking hairs, and it's just like, what's the most effective way to get you to where you want to be? And in the gym, it should be to get you to be the most athletic, and usually it's plyos, squats, get stronger, get more. And the thing is, like, people, like, everyone wants to talk about being fast, but when to be fast, you have to be able to apply force into the ground. How do you apply force? Well, you get strong. Being stronger is
yeah,
just the ability to apply force through any sort of range of motion against gravity and with resistance. But again, to me, like, these things are obvious because I know them. But if
yeah.
you don't know what you don't know, or you're not open to other ideas, it's I shouldn't get as frustrated as I do, but here I am, driving myself crazy.